Hey guys, so yeah, I got a couple packages from Big Jeff, right? So I'm gonna be opening those. But this morning, um, Higgy Pop sent me something, and I wanna, I don't normally exploit this. I don't want to exploit it ever. I'm not into that. But this guy was my friend, man, Kirby, and I freaking miss him so much. And you know, I know his wife's going through really going through a hard time with it, but I just want to let you guys know that he is forever in my heart. I love him, and the reason why I'm bringing this up um, is because our friend, you know, our friend Rigor Mortis, who I haven't seen in a while, or I haven't you know, I don't keep up with everybody. Um, Sometimes people get irritated or whatever. But this guy is really sincere, and he probably wouldn't want me to do this.
One in our community, really great guy. Right before the holidays, and that kind of knocked the wind out of me. I'm talking about someone a lot of you knew as Kirby. I knew as Kevin Kleinhaus. Just a great guy. Uh, I really have been committing myself to reading more of my books this year in remembrance of him because he did reviews on just any comic he picked up, whether it be a single floppy issue or like a big story arc. Uh, and Yeah, he was a great artist. I discovered his channel under the Cal of MS a couple years ago, and I knew I found like a kindred brother, just a great guy from Wisconsin. I never knew anyone from Wisconsin, and really great voice. I loved his podcast. I wouldn't always watch it, but I'd have it in my shirt pocket when I was driving at night, getting paid. But yeah, he'd be in my ear, and just through the little speaker on my phone, I'd be listening to him. Rest in peace, my friend.
Yeah, I'm. I lost a friend too, man. The same friend he's talking about, and it's been over a month now. But I try not to freaking you know talk about it that much. Hey, hello, Marios, Mario Marisol Perez. Hello, Summit Kumar. Hello, Vlado. What up? Yo, what up? Thanks for saying hi. Really appreciate it. I'm just going over. I'm going to be opening a package in the mail, but
I was speechless. I hadn't seen a lot of his content lately because he's been doing a lot of sales, and I don't generally participate in auctions too much. But I should have gone on just to say hi and stuff like that. But he became real good friends with a lot of you. I know he really liked Iggy Pop. He really liked Iggy Pop. I
yep,
mean, he'd quote
Iggy Pop
Iggy,
rules, man.
and he became great friends with Gunner, and a lot of you knew him. So
Yep, and we love Kirby so much. Hey, hi, Dr. Silver Age Rod. Um, I'm just talking about Kirby. Thank you so much for joining me. I got your text, my man, and I'm going to be opening some packages here, but I wanted to recognize freaking our guy here, rigor mortis. Freaking he's a straight up dude. Hey, thanks for subscribing to me, man. I really appreciate that. um, but I'm gonna finish off what Riggs is
yeah,
saying here.
rest in peace to him.
Yeah.
Cool guy. Um, so yeah, we're just kind of thawing out over here.
So a shout out to rigor mortis. I feel you, dude. Rigor mortis is the guy who got me into Kirby under the cow of MS, man. And Yeah, man. Sometimes it's you know what, the good news is this year I'm going to be flying out, meeting some real friends. And Kirby was a real friend, but all these friends I met from YouTube, you know. Hey, what's up? If you're on the long screen, it's up here. But Parallax Spectre is, also Beanie. Beanie is the daughter of Meanie. I call her Meanie, you know. But also, I wanted to, Rigor Mortis brought up Higgy Pop, and I create my own stories and stuff. And Higgy has been sending me illustrations of the next two characters I'm going to be working on. I love you, Higgy. I'm bringing Higgy up too because Rigor Mortis brought up Higgy. And yes, Kirby was a big fan of Higgy. Higgy Pop. Dr. Silver Age says the hardest working man on YouTube. I love you. I love you, Higgy. Shout out to Rigor Mortis. I love you, Kirby. Shout out to his wife, Shelly. Man, our hearts go out to you. And it's not easy for Shelly, you guys, just so you know, okay? It's Beanie. Yeah, that's the daughter of me, who I call Meanie. Ben the Cat, thanks for saying hi. Appreciate you. We're going to open up a package today. Yeah, he's a very nice guy. Rod, let me know if you're up to coming on right now. I'll just send you a link. I miss talking to you, my man. But, Kirby passed. And that's another thing I want to say is like, if I rub people the wrong way, I just want to say something. I want to say that, I'm not into harboring and holding on to resentments. Life is life has an expiration date on it, and if you don't like me, that's fine. But I'm not harboring resentments. I'm moving on. I'm keeping it in motion. You know what I mean? I'm just doing my thing, and I'm into forgiveness. I forgive you, even if you don't forgive me, and I'm just moving on. You got that? Old friends of mine, you could always contact me too. If I pissed you off, just tell me. But anyway, my wife is here too. She has on her "Love Me Like My Demons Do." It's kind of, yeah, it sounds kind of naughty, you know. Oh, thank you so much. Beanie's gonna do an AA Ron. That's what Leia calls me. Leia's the mother of Beanie. Thank you for saying hi. Yeah, Kirby was a fine fellow. What up, Bobby? Appreciate you, man. I was just talking about Kirby, and I really appreciate Rigor Mortis doing the shout out to Kirby. I'm a girl. I rub good. Yeah, the past and hate is just peptides. That's right. It's all brain chemistry, right? The past is just peptides, a neural net. Nate, I can't always pronounce stuff, but Nanette Anderson, hello. Thank you for being here. That's okay, Dr. Silver Age. That's okay, my man. It's all good. Yeah, I'll talk to you soon. Yeah, it's not easy, but I wanted to do that shout out and let you guys know that I love him too. And I got that first thing in the morning. I got a text from Higgy Pop, and so first, okay, so I'm here to open up a couple packages, man. Nice. Yeah, you probably did that on FB, right? No, maybe IG. All right, so I trade with my friends. I have a trade show or a claim show. It's like claim / trade with friends. It helps us all get organizing our comics. Because once we get organized, then we can say, hey, I got this double, you got that double, that kind of thing. And it's a lot of fun. And I have a few friends who I do that with on the internet. You know what I mean? And Big Jeff is one of them. Big Jeff is one of the guys I'm going to meet before I go to Heroes Con. Dude, I've never been to Heroes Con, you know? Never been to Heroes Con. And Matthew's the one that got me to go. I'm hoping to see Shannon there, the bass cannon. Ooh, okay. The best thing to do if you're going to ship in these FedEx is not to seal it so that they can be reused. But I love Big Jeff. What we're going to do, my wife and I are going to fly out to Kentucky, Lexington, Kentucky, and hang out with an old friend of mine that I haven't seen in years, who was originally from my area, but now he owns a horse ranch. And yeah, going to be hanging out with him in northern Kentucky. Then Big Jeff's going to fly over, and I'm going to pick him up in a rent-a-car. And then we're going to go to Heroes for Hire. We're going to go to his. We're going to go to his house, stay the night in that area, maybe have some southern barbecue with my friend Matthew. And then Matthew, and I are going to drive up to Heroes Con, dude. I never did anything like this. I met a couple of my friends from YouTube, so shout out to YouTube because I was basically a loner, and now I'm meeting people. You can show off to your hoodlum. Oh, you want the demon shirt? You want me to show that off on FB? Let's see if I can do this. Let's see what I can do here. I'll go to Facebook. Let's do this, you guys. We'll share the screen here. We got Facebook going. And as I'm talking about Higgy, this is the whole thing about this is about the internet. You know what I mean? The internet. I talk about something, maybe it happens, but that's our guy Higgy right there. He's a real animated guy. He puts on his skits and stuff like that. So make sure you the sketch that I showed from Higgy Pop on my phone earlier in this video, make sure you freaking sub him up because he's one of the good guys. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna this is Leia's wife. I'm going to keep it small because this is a family-friendly show. But yeah, that's Leia's wife. All right, so we're going to jump out of that. And going to Heroes Con, Leia? Yeah, dude. Road trip with my friends, Bobby. You know? Maybe we'll go to Kansas City. You never know, dude. No, I'm not going to go there anytime soon. Yeah, he needs to put on a seatbelt. Okay, so we're gonna show some comics here. Beanie. So this is just trading. So this is gonna be random stuff, and I don't even know if he threw in extras, but I think the nicer ones might be in the one he surprised me with. So I got 2 packages from Big Jeff. 2. But you know, yeah, dude, Higgy Meister is the man. Absolutely, Rob. You know, we haven't seen the last of Dr. Silver Age. He stopped doing his comic book memories. I needed this one. Now, I'm a Spidey guy, and I read a lot of Spidey, I guess, and I collected a lot. So I do collect this adjectiveless Spidey. This is the Ben Reilly years. Good old Ben Reilly, the clone. You know. He threw in this. I think I said no to this one, but he threw it in anyway. I like the symbiotes. I'm just not a total freak about it, you know, but you got a bunch of these Wolverines. We'll do this like this. You know, got these from Jeff. And when, you know, I love Wolverine and the X-Men, and a lot of my friends are like, hell no, Aaron. That dude is innately a loner. What the heck's wrong with you? And he certainly wouldn't lead a group of little mutants during that time 10 years ago of Schism or whatever. But I liked it. I liked Wolverine and the X-Men when he was a teacher for a while. Okay, you know, and I collect Spidey, you guys. I'm one of those Spidey dorks. Even though I haven't read it, I still collect it. I haven't been reading. I hear the new stuff's all right. You know, he's out in space, and Norman Osborn is running around as Spidey or something like that. You could tell this is the late 90s right here, you know. So, hey, 22, thank you so much for swinging by. Really appreciate you, man. And I'm going to be checking out your latest video. I saw it. I haven't done the eBay thing yet, but I'm inspired to because of my man 22. You know what I mean? Yeah. So we got. I love my Captain America. I love Jeff, Little Jeff. These comics are from Big Jeff, and I got another package. He surprised me with another package. You know, I would not call you Little Jeff, but you said that's what you were, you know, growing up. Library 88, dude. Thank you so much. I want Norman to turn heel again and go fucking, oops, this is a family-friendly show. Go freaking crazy. When they brought Green Goblin back after the Clone Saga, I missed most of the Clone Saga. I caught the tail end of it, and I really liked it because I caught the tail end of it. You know? Because it's so convoluted and strange, you know. They didn't really have a focus there. But I liked Ben Reilly as Spidey. I thought it was a fresh start, and they did him dirty. They did him dirty. Anyway, so Norman Osborn came back, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm ready for him to be back. And I had no problems with it. But then they treated Norman Osborn like some kind of like Lex Luthor pulling the strings in the background, you know. No. If the Green Goblin comes back, he should have just unleashed havoc upon everybody. You know? What up, Eric? Thank you so much for swinging by and saying hi. If you're vertical, he's up here. If you're horizontal, you're right there. Appreciate you saying hi. Yeah, Bobby, I grew up on the original Hobgoblin. Yeah, we talked about that on Cuppy. Yeah, dude. You know I love the original Hobgoblin. Little Jeff was my name in the old comic shop. Nice, dude. That is freak. It's a crazy day. Go freaking crazy. Yeah, go crazy. But yeah, dude. I'm opening a box from Big Jeff, and now I guess you're Little Jeff. That's what we'll call you, man. You know, you're cool with it. ASM 22 starts a new like 7-part story. I'm here, Ed McGuinness doing pencils, so I'm interested. I'm hearing it's good, and I like that writer there, Joe Kelly. I think he's good. I love that huge monster cover Cap. We need more 60s pre-hero Marvel monsters in the new books. Oh yeah, dude. I just collect. I'm not a Marvel zombie. Look at this. But I love my Marvel, you know? I love my Marvel. Okay, so I do collect indies from the 80s, right? This is Scavengers. triumphant. If you guys didn't check earlier on in this video, check the rewind. A little tribute to Kirby. Rigor Mortis came on there. I had to shout him out, even though he probably wouldn't want me to. I shouted out Rigor Mortis for what he said this morning because I feel the same way, man. I really do. So a little tribute to Kirby earlier today. Hey, Bruce, what's up, man? Just this is going to be a short one. I got a couple more. I got packages from Big Jeff. Big Jeff. What up, Roger? Roger Lastly. Vision sucks. I like his look, though, and I've always kind of liked him in the Avengers. I like the android weirdness. I don't even care for 90s stuff, but I did read a Shadowhawk #2. You can find these all over the place, man, these Shadowhawks. And these Nighthawks. So these are indies from the 90s. And it's funny thing about the 90s is everyone's posing all the time. But, man, I love my indies from the 80s. Right here. You know? Jeff had a big package. Yeah, it was... He surprised me, Bruce, because he was only supposed to send me this one. But he sent me this one in the mail. And that's what I like, you guys. My Monday night show is not just a claim sales show. It's where we trade and stuff. You know, but you got to get organized. A lot of us collectors are not organized. I liked this. I liked it when what I read here. You know, I grabbed this on the 50 cent. I think it was the first or second one. You know, I liked it. I had no problem with Shadowhawk. I never read it when it came out. Man, you could get that stuff easy. For some reason, I said yes to the X-Force. I normally only collect the early stuff. Hey, Rod, Dr. Silver Age. I got so many of these Aerosmiths. Does this tie into our... does this tie into Astro City? Ooh, it's a flip book. I might have this already. I have so much of this stuff, but I'm going to read it because of Rod. I already read... What did I read because of Rod? Oh, I already put it away. I'm reading this. You guys know I'm reading that. Reading my Planetary, Warren Ellis. Got to read that. I could do little reviews and stuff like that. Here's Shadowhawk. Maybe I'll do reviews later. I don't know, you know. Indies from the 80s. Roger Lastly, what's up, man? Thanks for saying hi. Appreciate it. You're part Italian. So I think I heard regarding the matter of Oswald's body. And I'm interested in the JFK stuff. You know, I like to know what really happened. Nobody will ever know. So there's so much fiction about that. You know, Terra Obscura. I read the first issue of Terra Obscura, Rod. Loved it. Thank you for that recommendation. Okay, so now I'll open this package right here from Big Jeff. Big Jeff. Oh, I've got so many freaking comics. It's so crazy. It's that's why I do my Monday show. I'm going to go through it. I'll go through the PSG. Let me do that right now, actually, while someone's asking about it. Why not? Why not, people? You don't care, do you? Do you care if I segue into something? I'm going to go to PSG Comics. PSG. Let's go over here. Let's go over here. Let's share the screen. PSG. Is this it? Yep, this is it. All right, so I go here. I view my channel. I just dropped... These are the backroom progress, you guys. I have tons of 50 cents or name your price or trades here. I drop only one a week. So if you want, you can hit the notification bell because I only do one video a week. And then I go to my live. And on Mondays, I do my live claim sales. I'm only on for an hour. And then it's Cicada Sonic, you know. But it's also trading. I'm not making money. I'm not, I'm expanding my collection, but I'm not. It's not about the money with me. But God bless anybody who's making a living. Not putting you guys down. Do what you got to do to survive in this world. And be happy. Chase your happiness. So yeah, that's PSG Comics, people. And I hope to see you guys on Monday. And Thursdays, when I drop my little 10 to 15 minute videos on Thursday. Ooh. Okay, so he did me good on this one. I don't even remember if some of these I said, yeah, dude, I'll take that. Yeah. And then other things I think he just threw in, but oh yeah. Some of these I might have. I don't know. When I trade with my friends, I normally run around and grab a short box and flip through the short box and see if I have the issue. Because I have all my stuff organized in short boxes. But I just don't have them in the CLZ app right now. The CLZ app now is taking time. It's taking time. I collect Swamp Thing. Got a couple more Swamp Things. I don't know if I asked for this. I hope he didn't give me stuff that he was supposed to give someone else. But this one, $5 holler. PXG. You've read some Swamp Thing? Yeah, a lot of it's existential. That Alan Moore, I tell you, the very first issue that he wrote, it reads like a novel. And I love when story elements tie together in unexpected ways, and that's how Alan Moore was writing Swamp Thing. But I like my swamp monsters, And this one's Alan Moore. Boom! I collect my Squadron Supreme. I think I needed the number one issue. I like my Mark Grenwald. He wrote a pretty cool series, Quasar. He got me into Quasar when I was a kid. And yeah. So thank you, Jeff, for all these wonderful comics. Got a couple more. Alex Ross Mysterio. Oh, hell yeah. Thank you. I collect I'm a sucker for the Spideyverse. Not the multiverse, but the original one. And yeah, I must not have this one. I collect this Doctor Strange 31. All right, you guys, that's it. Please check the beginning of this video. I did a tribute to our friend Kirby. God rest your soul, Kirby. I don't talk about it that much. I just ran into Rigor Mortis's video, and it got me going. Plus, I am in contact with Shelly, his wife. But yeah, you guys, I'm out. Please check out the rewind if you missed something. Thanks, Bobby, dude. Maybe I'll see you over at Fable. Well, I love Fable now, man. He's a good man. He's going to do Starship Troopers. So maybe I want to be there for that. Yeah. Life is on an expiration. It's got a date to it. There's an expiration date, you guys, and you never know what's going on. And that's why I want to say that if you don't like me, anybody out in the world, I forgive you. All right? You don't have to like me, but I'm not living that way in my head, you know? And I'm into live and let live. You know, live and let live, Bobby. We're all different, and I love it. I love everyone as individuals, man. All right, Bobby. All right, Bruce. Cool, Bruce. Thank you so much. Roger, I'm sorry people bullied you. Just stand up for yourself in your own way, though. You don't have to do it the way people expect you to do it either. Just find the respect within yourself first. That's how you do it. All right, I'm out of here. Love you, Rod. Talk to you soon, Rod. All right, I'm out of here, my friends. Love Dr. Silver Age. We haven't seen the last of him just because he ended his Saturday show. Peace.